Hello and welcome to the final video of my microecon project. This one is on monopolistic competition. I have forgot to introduce myself again, but you know my name by now. I'm Kumra. That was meant to be dramatic, but it wasn't because I'm a nerd. So the market that we're going to be focusing on, I didn't know exactly how to name it, so I called it the Comfortable Air Machines Market. Basically, the firm that I've chosen is my dad's company, which is called Tech, and what they produce are air coolers, and their competitors produce things like air conditioners, other kinds of air coolers, dehumidifiers, all things to improve the quality of the air. The reason this is a monopolistic competition firm is that there are many firms. There are some barriers to entry, but they are quite low. It's not really hard to enter or leave the firm. It's quite simple, actually. It's not simple enough that I could just go out and plant a machine in my garden like I could with tomatoes in perfect competition, but it is a lot simpler than oligopoly or monopoly. It's not that difficult. And because of this, firms make zero economic profit in the long run, no matter what they set their prices to, because they do have some price making power. They cannot set their prices too high or too low. Obviously, if they are making profit or if they are making loss, the supply curve will again adjust by shifting right if they're making profit or shifting left if they are making a loss, back to the point at which they are in long-run equilibrium and making zero economic profit. Of course, the main way that monopolistically competitive firms make profit is not by changing the price, but actually by attracting more customers. What they do is that they market their products, and Tech is no different. They have to market their products to companies that are going to sell their products. For example, Honeywell, they have to market products to their customers. They have to market to a lot of people, and that's one of the main things about monopolistic competition. Even more important than in oligopoly, even though we notice it in oligopoly more. In monopolistic competition, the only way to find a firm that's selling exactly what you want is if they advertise or differentiate their product in some way, by style, quality, type, whatever, and they express that differentiation to you. Because unlike in oligopoly, where there are only like 4 or 5 firms at most, in monopolistic competition, there can be anywhere from like 200 to like 1 million firms. There can be less, there can be more, obviously. And because there are so many firms, you don't have, how are people gonna find your firm? And that's why product differentiation and advertising and marketing are so important, and Tech engages in it a lot. However, despite the fact that there is zero economic profit being made, there's also no allocative efficiency, because if we look at the graph right here, the thing is, there's still a downward sloping demand curve because each firm produces a unique product. Tech is producing very unique air coolers that no other company can produce. And of course, there are companies producing air conditioners and dehumidifiers and other kinds of machines as well that produce good air. So because of this, there's no allocative efficiency because price still does not equal marginal cost. So only producers are really happy. However, consumers are happier in monopolistic competition than they are in monopoly. Thank you for watching my episode on monopolistic competition. If you are my econ teacher and you are looking for the other videos, guess what? This is the playlist. You can click through and see all, it might be on this side. You can click through and see all the other videos, the one on monopoly, oligopoly, perfect competition, and you can see the things that I talked about in those. Thank you for watching. This is Udi School. Bye-bye.